The Kardasim Podcast.
The Kardasim Podcast.
The Kardasim Podcast. Listen if you want to. Khloe has a little bit of a cold.
I didn't know we were recording. Thanks for that.
I just said we're recording.
I don't have a cold. It's allergies, first of all.
Okay.
Like, let's not get anybody thinking that I'm
No,
infected.
nobody.
I don't have the
that.
computer virus.
Yeah,
It's fine.
she doesn't have that.
I'm
but
not glitching out.
But we did put her a little bit further away from us.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, congestion of the nose is not one of the side effects of the virus, so get off my case.
We still
6
don't
feet.
want you near us. Yeah.
Great.
You're 12 feet
This has
right
nothing
now.
to do with the computer virus.
Are going to get straight into segment 1 because we're not about to spread rumors.
We're not
fast
even
as this
starting
virus.
Or germs.
The only one who would do that is Mom anyways.
All right. Well, segment 1, listener response. You all sent your questions in to simgymproductions.com/podcast. You should know by now. And
Not if it's their first time listening.
And if you want to leave us a question, you could do that there. And now we're going to respond to some of your questions. Hopefully I can pronounce your names.
This
Okay.
looks like an easy one.
Yeah, okay. Michael.
Michael.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. Michael.
Are you?
I was kidding.
Okay.
Michael Martinez. I would
Mhm.
like to make it more complex than it needs to be.
Yeah,
that's our life.
That's how you do it.
This is for the most watermelon sister of them all. Drum
I'm
roll.
listening.
Khloe.
It didn't say drum roll.
Well, I didn't know who it was. As I was scrolling. Actually, I did know. Who would you rather spend 24 hours locked in a room with, no escape with, Chris or Kim?
What? Why am I an
Now,
option next to Mom?
I feel like,
That's kind of a tough
well,
one.
Why do you have to think
do
about
look
this?
a lot alike sometimes
Kourtney looks the most like Mom.
as she ages, evidently.
I don't think so.
As she ages, evidently.
Yeah. You kind of.
I saw that one fever
You take
dream
the
video.
pie
You
with
bitches
that.
are aging too. So
Okay,
shut
yeah,
up.
we're all aging.
You're way older than me.
Oh, well, please.
Like
A
365
whole year.
days.
Anyway, if I had to choose between the two, oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Yes, I do have to think about.
I
this,
don't
Kim.
understand why you have to think about this.
It's kind of a tough decision.
Why would it be?
I mean, I am a true fighter and survivor, so I could do either, but probably Chris.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
kidding. I'm kidding.
Are you?
Khloe.
Just sometimes,
Really?
listen. There's sometimes.
Really?
I'm kidding. Listen, probably Kim. Okay, because I know how to deal with Kim. She knows how to deal with me. It is what it is. But with
Wow.
Mom, listen, like I said before, I love my mom, love her. But the thing is that there are some times where
She's
I just
annoying as
yes, she
Yeah.
is annoying. But there are times where I do want to wish that we can communicate better. And I've tried, and we've had our heart to hearts. But I don't know if we'll ever.
I don't know if we've really tried.
I've tried. It's just
In my head, I've tried. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give her the benefit of the truth. And I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to be like, let's be calm, Kim.
yeah.
Let's be
Right.
yay about this. And I go in
Oh.
there. Soon as she looks at me, it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't even say one
Yeah,
word and you're
It's
Judging
over
me.
it.
just the look.
Just judging me, judging us, like. But
It's like she
anyway.
looks at us and she
And
sees
then when
ka-ching,
we-
ka-ching.
Yeah, and then when we do try to spend time with each other, we try, and something always goes awry.
Yeah.
That rhymed.
We love her, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So
But
probably Kim, but if I wanted to really try, maybe Chris. Okay, moving on to
Queerty.
I think
you,
people pick these names on purpose.
Yeah.
Query.
Queerty, you out.
I love you. Okay.
We'll call you Q.
I don't know if I love you yet.
Yeah.
Let's read the question.
Yeah.
Question for Kim. Never mind. I recently have had a demon break into my house. Oh my God. So I
Wow.
ordered some of your glow, 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 hallelujah, holy water to banish it.
Mm.
But when that was still being sold.
Yeah.
But when I threw the bottle at it and the demon just got bigger, please tell me what to do. It's getting closer. You guys, stay watermelon. Kim,
Said love you guys.
explain yourself. So you're telling me I didn't.
Well, there's very
You only
specific.
sold this for like
It was very
5
limited.
weeks.
It was very, very limited because the church
Was
and
that one
there was
scam
things.
thing? Like you're like one of those scam people saying
No.
like the Sim Lord wants you to
No.
have this.
No,
have
Khloe.
This glow, 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 holy
I saw
water.
that infomercial.
I wasn't
Were
in
you
it.
scamming people using their beliefs?
I wasn't in it, but my advertising team, I can't be held responsibility.
Sure.
When we had released that, there was very specific directions on there
Okay.
that said, when you use this hallelujah, glow, glow, glow,
Don't throw
holy
on a
water,
demon.
do not toss on a demon. You must sprinkle on hand. It needs to have human or sim contact. And then
What, you're saying it's like a
you
mosquito
wave
repellent?
your hand. You wave your hand at the demons.
It sounds like mosquito repellent where you like put it on your neck or something to keep demons away.
No, you put it on your hand. But what happened, you didn't
Explain
even
how you
go-
made this situation worse.
I didn't do you. Okay, this is another example of a customer not following directions. You put it on your hand and then you flick and wave. Hand, flick, and
So
wave.
they needed to sprinkle the demon.
Yeah. It's not going to go away with if you just toss the bottle at it or toss like the
So this is
product.
how I know you're a liar. You said
There
to
has
sprinkle
to
some on
be-
your hand first.
Yes.
You're a damn liar.
Isn't that not what I just said to put it on your hand, then you flick and wave.
Whatever.
Whatever lands on it gets
All
rid of
right.
it. I guarantee.
You need to stay out of the ghost hunting business. Okay.
That is the
Just stay out
demon.
of the business. How about that? Okay. Moving on to a name that is so watermelon, which is Watermelon Mariah.
Queen.
Love it.
Okay. Hello, my little watermelons. I need some advice from my favorite watermelon, Kim. Okay.
Wow, that's a first.
I
Wow.
recently
Oh my
got
God.
butt implants from the dentist, but they exploded. What should I use to fix it? Booty Booty Pop Juice or the Glow 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 Ass Serum?
Well, obviously you
Booty
wanna
Booty
use-
Pop Juice.
No.
It's literally meant for situations like this.
No, no,
where
no.
Glow 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 would just make it worse.
No, if you want to rub something on you where you don't know where it's been sourced or came from, go with Booty Booty Pop
Where
Juice.
did yours get sourced, Kim?
Absolutely. At the greatest
Wow. Sounds great.
scientists have spoken about
Where?
it. They've talked about
Where?
glow, glow, glow.
You're not answering my question. Where?
Oh my God, read an article.
What article?
She's just making things up.
Yeah.
No, read the scientists.
You sound like I don't even want to say it.
Read the scientists' articles, and you'll see
I thought you were gonna say stupid bitch.
They
Well,
talk-
clearly, but
they
not
talk
that.
about the ass serum, and it is proven.
See, this is straight up alternative facts. If I have never heard
No,
them.
No, it's called the truth.
Oh my god.
But with Booty Booty Pop Juice, doesn't it make a booty pop?
No, that's the
And
whole
that's what
thing.
already
It sounds like
happened.
maybe they were using
Booty
Booty
Booty Pop
juice.
Juice. Booty Booty Pop Juice. Actually, yes. Hashtag ad. Sponsored for me. They actually give directions on what it can do for you. Yes, you can
Uh-huh.
drink it to numb pain, but it can also be used after going to the dentist, quote unquote, and you can use it to help numb the area. Now, Glow Glow Glow.
Has it, or
Glush.
has it not caused some butt explosions? That's
no,
all
it
I'm
has
asking.
not.
Is there proof?
Don't mix up your serum with my
I'm
Booty
not.
Booty Pop Juice sponsorship ad. You're not going to ruin this for me. Come.
Oh my God.
Anyway, we're moving on. I hope that answered your question.
I wouldn't use either.
And Booty
Watermelon
Booty Pop-
Mariah.
Don't listen to Courtney. Well,
And
listen
Booty
to
Booty
Courtney when
Pop
it comes
Juice
to Booty Booty Pop Juice.
with-
Don't use it.
Was made in some America, and it was
Oh, was it?
produced in some Mexico. But let's not make this a competition between Booty
Oh
Booty
my
Pop Juice
God.
and Glow 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 Ass Serum, because there is no competition, right, Kim?
Yeah, there isn't.
Right,
One
there
wins.
isn't. Yeah,
one
one wins.
wins.
One wins.
Yeah, one of
Oh,
them
yes.
does. Starts with a G.
All right, you guys shut up. Next.
Great Booty Booty Pop Juice. Okay, moving on. Angela Baby with 2 Y's at the end.
Bye. What if it's like that?
Okay,
It's not.
then it is. I don't care. Oh my god, this is long. Like, I
I
need her
hope-
to write less things.
I hope there's a question in it. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. This is long, but I'm going to take my time and I'm going to read it for you, Angela. Hello, the most watermelon sisters in the whole wide world. Whenever I have an anxiety attack or panic attack, I would just listen to your old episodes until the recent one.
I was about to say just the old ones.
Yeah.
Rude.
Well, thank you for that, and I hope that it helps you.
Yeah.
I don't know how it helps you, but
which makes me curious. How do you guys deal when you have anxiety or panic attacks with your busy schedule? Also, Khloe, you inspire me to be a true fighter and survivor.
Are you adding this, or is that actually there?
It's there if you look at the notes. Not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Oh, thank you, sweetie. You're so sweet.
Let's go on deep.
Kourtney, I love how you teach people that it's okay to not give a about what other people think about you, which cases you less stress, but which causes you less stress, but makes the haters more frustrated. Kim, I love how you keep on working hard on something, even though it's not always working out at the end.
What?
Heart. Kim, she loves you. Love you all, sisters from the Philippines. We love the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holla.
So first of all, thank you so much, and I hope that
not so much for that last little part,
especially for that last little part. I want to thank you for your honesty. I want to thank you for your bravery. Now, dealing with panic attacks and dealing with anxiety is the opposite. It's one of the worst things because you freak out and stuff. But what I do is like to deal with anxiety. I love to exercise, and I'm glad I'm inspiring you to exercise, Angela. Baby.
Don't say it.
Don't mention. You know what?
Getting that body to get that revenge is important. And just take care of yourself. That's my advice. Continue to exercise, meditate, do what you need to do. What about you, Kourtney? Like, how do you feel about not giving a fuck?
Well, no, the advice for how to deal with anxiety.
Everyone knows I don't really have anxiety or panic attacks.
She has none of those things.
She does. She just hides it a lot better. Which isn't healthy.
We wouldn't know, so we don't even know when it's happening.
Pretty much.
She does scream sometimes, but like we've already talked about why she screams.
That's when I'm just overly annoyed. I'm not necessarily scared.
We all get, anxiety and a panic attack. Like you stress out sometimes about us usually.
Not really.
She gets annoyed. I think she gets overly annoyed, but I don't know if that's like anxiety.
Well, what about you?
For me, the way that I deal with anxiety, first of all, I'm not gonna. I'm not.
Yeah, let this come from you. What do you do? No one else is around.
Stop. Listen. You take a look inside of you.
Yeah. Okay.
And you think about the things that you are grateful for.
Okay.
Maybe it's a husband named Ye. Maybe you find your inner glow.
What if people don't have a Ye?
You have to look at, there is a Ye for everybody, though. That's the thing.
What if they can't find one, Kim?
They just listen to his music and you'll feel like anxiety gone. And if that doesn't work, you have to look at your inner glow.
Thank you,
wow.
Angela.
That was the worst advice I've ever
That
heard.
was solid advice. And Angela's going to thank me for this one day. You're welcome.
Oh, my God. Eva Kasparanova.
Ava.
Or Eva.
Eva, whatever.
Kasparanova.
Whatever. Okay.
I
Hey
think
there.
That's Spanish.
Hey there. So this
space.
is for Kim and Kourtney. So why don't you read it? Growing up with Khloe, has she always been this aggressively hot-headed and angry? Okay, well, you. Whatever.
Khloe, take a deep breath.
She's wealthy, beautiful, and organized.
Wow, now do you regret what you just said?
She says that I was hot-headed and angry. Like, don't try to be nice to me knowing that I read these and then, expect me,
no. What if they think that that's, a compliment to you?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, besides the current status of the world, what's there really to be mad about? I'm not mad, stupid bitch.
Yeah,
Let me read this.
She's not mad, she's angry.
I'm tired and exhausted and I don't need
Khloe
getting over me. Do you two think that maybe it's time to get her some anger management?
Definitely.
Or at least have an intervention? They're
Khloe.
only
read
looking
it the
out
way
for your best, Khloe. It's all love. All the best from New York City, bitches. Wink. Well, Eva,
NYC.
I want to say,
Eva.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you.
This isn't to
For
you,
caring
Khloe.
so
This is
much.
to us.
This is a question.
No,
for
I just want to say
me and
thank you so
Kim.
much for caring so much about my well-being. But I need you to sit the down
Khloe.
and not get in my business.
Don't-
Yeah, we run a reality show. Yeah, I have a podcast where I talk about
Khloe,
my
this
life.
question isn't
But you
to
need to
you.
get out of my
Chloe,
You need to shut
this
up.
question
and
isn't
Don't
to
tell
let
me
us
to
answer
shut
the
up, you
question.
Shut
stupid
up, Chloe.
bitch.
Now.
All right, just calm down.
I
I
think-
think we're having an intervention.
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
there's the
I don't-
answer right there. She
Sure.
needs anger management, and we've never thought about
If
it.
you two,
But it is
were
very
your
emotional.
own sisters, you would want freaking anger management
All
as
right,
well.
It's a
let's
very
calm down, Khloe.
Emotional
Answer
topic, as
the
you can.
question.
We are trying to, Chloe.
Eva knows exactly what she was doing. She knew that I read these. She did this to make me
Can you
upset.
just calm down for a
Maybe
second?
she just wanted
Stop
to.
telling me to calm down?
Maybe
It's the
she
last
just
thing I
wanted
need.
This is
to-
what you have to do. You just close your mouth.
Oh, so did you answer the question yet? Because
Well, we haven't been
If
given
you'd
the
let us.
opportunity.
okay, go ahead. I give you permission to answer the question on my podcast.
The answer
It's
is
not your
yes, she needs
permission.
it. And we'll get mom on the phone about this right
Mm.
after this podcast.
Interesting. Kourtney?
But yeah, I think for our own protection before
Yeah.
things get out of hand.
Don't
Thanks,
pull
Eva.
do not pull up Eva's booty hole
fearful
pictures.
for my life.
Stay watermelon.
All
Moving
right.
on. I'm so done.
Remember, it was with all the love from NYC.
Oh, yes. All the love from NYC bitches.
We love you back. The Kardasim Podcast is brought to you by Gizmo Grind. Gizmo Grind makes selling your used smartphones and other tech simple. Instead of trading it in for store credit, a Gizmo Grind trade gets you paid with your choice of check, Zelle, or PayPal, and it's all done online. Start by visiting the site and getting an instant quote. Print out the prepaid label and drop it off at your local CVS or USPS office. By visiting gizmogrind.com/the Kardasim Podcast, listeners of this podcast can receive an additional $10 bonus if you trade in your device today. That's gizmogrind.com/the Kardasim Podcast.
That's so watermelon. So watermelon.
Welcome to segment 2, That's So Watermelon, where we're given 5 random topics and we decide if each thing is so watermelon or so not watermelon.
Great.
Okay, that was a bit much.
First topic, SimTuber makeup palettes, so watermelon or so not watermelon.
I'm kind of over it.
If it's
Makeup
my
palettes.
own, so watermelon, but anybody else's, it's like too much of a competitive feel.
Yeah, maybe you should stick to the holy water thing, Kim.
Oh my
because
god.
there's not a lot of competition
That was
there.
a limited edition anyways, Chloe.
Anyway, I would say that they're kind of overrated at this point. Like, do you? And I think that they could be really clever, but like they were just kind of like all over the place these last 2 years. I'm kind of over it.
I
Yeah.
could have sworn one of my competitors, I won't say who,
Mm-hmm.
Zari, but I'm pretty sure
Right.
that they took a freaking like palette with watercolors, like an actual watercolor palette, put their name on it and said, here's my makeup palette.
That's actually pretty genius.
No,
Well,
because
difference between that and your stuff is
and
one's
for whatever
FDA
reason
approved.
it's sold out.
One's
yeah, 'cause
FDA
it's
approved,
a
Kim,
good, it's a good product. That's why.
No.
and it's not toxic.
It's called watercolors. You could literally take that and paint
Kim,
like finger
I'm
paint
literally
with it.
wearing some right now.
Oh my, really?
Yes.
Right in front of me?
Look at my. See, do you see? I have my eyes because you see it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you. It's called watercolor. And it's just a clever name,
He
Kim.
actually named it watercolor.
It's a
Are
clever
you guys
name.
not seeing this con?
Kim, it's not
Yay.
real.
You know about cons.
Exactly. Kim, it's not real watercolor. It's so liquidy that it could be considered watercolor.
Because you could take a literal brush,
Yeah,
and
like you
dip
do
it
with
in the
all
palette.
makeup.
No, like a painting palette. Why is nobody?
All right.
It is like a painting palette.
Calm down.
It's like
It's
I'm
just
being.
design, Kim.
Am I living in like cuckoo world
Yeah.
or something?
You always are.
It's not Khloeville.
Oh my god.
I don't really care for the makeup palettes.
Yeah,
so.
to me, they're kind of overrated, so they're still not watermelon to me.
Yeah.
Then why are you wearing some right now?
Because this is particularly excellent.
Okay.
It's called watercolor.
No
personally
offense,
don't-
Zari, but
I
full
personally
offense.
don't need makeup.
Zari has good stuff.
Zari,
Watercolor.
you guys probably don't know about him. He's like in the sim world a big deal for some reason.
Yeah.
But watercolors, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's good. It's called watercolor.
It's called go paint with them on an actual canvas.
Moving on. They're all so not watermelon unless it's Zari's water palette.
So not watermelon. Next topic, masses. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
Masses or
Are we talking like, no, like masses, like I think they're talking about like crowds of,
so like masses,
people.
but it
Like
could be masses, of
people
masses
or
of
or masses of watermelons.
masses of
Yeah. Well, I like anything.
masses of bumps, acne.
I like things in like large quantities, but it depends on what it is.
Masses of asses.
I was about
Well,
to say Exhibit A, great example.
I
have an
think I've got a new
all-natural ass.
product name.
I have an all natural ass that came from
Naturally
the dentist
made. Yep. Mm-hmm.
with my own, like doing squats at the dentist,
Yep.
like for weeks. And so, yeah, I think masses are great, but I certainly don't want masses of horrible things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
like masses of haters
Yeah,
on
I
Yeah.
don't,
Sim Twitter.
like Kim deals with masses of haters, and Kourtney deals with
If I get sent one more snake,
yeah, exactly.
it's like get over it.
masses of snakes, which is what you deal with.
Why would you use that example?
Because you just talked
But
about
you
it.
know that I have a problem with it, Khloe.
I'm not.
Why would you bring it up?
You brought it up.
I didn't bring it up. I said, why would you use that specific?
You said snakes. You just said
you brought up the snakes.
I said if one more sent to
Yeah.
me, and then you're like, oh yeah, let me amp it up.
Okay, I amped it up
Why?
with masses. Anyway,
Listen, if it's a
It's so
good
watermelon.
thing, good masses, so watermelon.
yeah,
yeah, it's like a half watermelon.
masses of watermelon. Like, can you imagine?
We're not doing points for this, Kourtney.
masses of watermelon. Like, I would love that.
Yeah, masses of little watermelons.
Yeah.
Right, Kourtney, not half a watermelon.
I'm over this.
Next topic, water. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
I love water.
I'm going to say something that's a little controversy, but
I love the watercolor palette as well.
oh my, that's
What's-
not what we're talking about, is it? Because that is an
If
actual
you're gonna
watercolor
say that
palette.
you don't like water right now,
I'm not going to say I don't like water. I'm just going to say, do we need it?
I have water right here, Cam.
Do we need it?
Okay, Kim, I'm going to ask you a scientific question.
Okay, go ahead.
What's water on the periodic table? And I hope you know what this is.
Yes, of course I do. So moving on, I would say that water isn't needed
Of course, you know that water is,
on the periodic table.
which is,
On the periodic, well, how many times do I have to say it?
which is,
Scientific.
and
What-
the term for it is.
What elements are in it?
Well, there's a lot of elements on the periodic. You want me to name all of the elements on the periodic table?
Anyway,
What's
water.
in it, you dumb bitch?
Yeah. Okay. To answer your question, yes, we need H2O, right, Kim?
And water.
Yes, we need water.
To a certain degree, but like, why? It's not like we're made of it.
Listen, water can look weird in the sim world, like big, like lakes, like they look like the black
Black
lagoons.
holes, yeah.
But like drinking water is important, especially if you're human. Now, Sims don't require water as much as human beings, but we can die of thirst if we're not taken care of.
And we could drown in a pool.
And we can
Yeah.
get hit by a satellite from the sky.
Some of us are a little bit traumatic when it comes to
I mean, being hit
pools.
by a satellite has nothing to do with water.
Yeah.
I'm just saying ways that you can die.
But that has nothing to do with water.
You can be caught on fire.
It's like, oh no, if only she had water, that satellite wouldn't have dropped on her as she looked at the stars.
But water can also be bad because if whoever like vicious controlling the Sims deletes the ladder of the swimming pool, we will forever be in
Sims
that pool.
have an iffy relationship.
I saw that happen to Khloe once, and I kind of just stood by the pool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what can we do? What was Kourtney gonna do?
At the person who's controlling the game.
What was Kourtney gonna do? You know she's not that kind
of
Sim.
Gonna do?
I'm not programmed to.
I wasn't there.
Anyway, so water is so watermelon, regardless of what these stupid bitches say today.
Fine, it's so watermelon. It just depends.
Sure.
It's so watermelon.
Next topic: cavities. So watermelon or so not watermelon? You have a cavity?
She has a cavity in her throat.
Yeah.
Allergies. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're sick.
Yeah, it's called being sick. Don't blame it on the allergies.
Don't blame it on the alcohol.
Stay away from us.
I would love to. I love that. I'd love if you get off my podcast, but some reason they want all three of us.
Khloe.
Okay,
we're not getting started on that.
Like
cavities.
Okay, I think this is a question for you guys.
I hate cavities.
You always go to the dentist.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I hate cavities. I'm looking at 2 of them right now. They're just like painful.
How can you look inside your mouth?
I don't. I look inside yours. I can see 2.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, are we talking about actual people?
No, I'm talking about the cavities.
If I do have cavities, it's from being so sweet that my teeth are like, no, we can't handle this, Kim.
Sure. What a great hyperbole you just said there.
I think cavities are so not watermelon. They just suck.
Yeah, there's nothing good about cavities.
Yeah, cavities are so not watermelon.
Unless it's in a mold, then cavities are good.
What?
A mold has a cavity.
A mold of what?
Silicone mold. Like if I were to make a mold,
now
mold
I've got you. You had to say a certain word.
Yeah,
and then
if I were to make a mold of my ass,
there's
for
tons
example,
of mold. There's tons of cavities.
Yeah, if I were to make a mold of my ass or of something, the mold is the mold, but the shape within the mold is a cavity of my ass.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. We have a lot of those in different dentists' office across Los Angeles.
Yes. So those could be good.
Those cavities are so
watermelon. Those cavities can be filled as well as the one in your teeth.
Yeah,
so we all learned
that's
something
how they
today.
connect. Yeah.
Wow.
So cavities can be
so watermelon.
For the most part, they're not watermelon. Yeah. They hurt.
On the regular, so not watermelon.
Yeah.
Next topic: wrestling. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
Probably so not watermelon.
It depends because we have a certain sister who likes to wrestle.
Yeah.
Who? I don't. If you're talking about me, only time I wrestle is when I'm trying to be a fighter and survivor.
Actually, sometimes Kourtney likes to wrestle out of nowhere.
Because there's other kinds of wrestle. There's physical wrestle. There's verbal
and
wrestle.
She does it so quietly, like no noise is made as you're like, Kourtney, get off. She's just like silent.
Yeah.
And you might hear her laugh if you're like really listening.
I'm like a panther.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wrestling, like the actual, like if you're talking about sports, I really don't care.
Yeah, like the actual points and stuff for like.
The thing about Khloe, though, like I get the upper hand sometimes. I just sneak up and jump on her back.
You wish.
No, I've done it.
She has done. She kind of gets on there like a backpack.
First of all, I tower over you, so yeah, you do get on me like a little.
That's why I have to attack when you're not looking, stupid.
Yeah, on your back.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Actually, but I managed to get her off me.
Yeah,
that's when it's kind of over.
That fighter in me, right?
It's funny though to see like in real life you taking Kourtney off of you.
Yeah,
I try to tag Kim in, but she doesn't always have my back.
No.
Yeah.
Why would I want to get in the middle of that?
It would take both of you to take me down, and even then,
with me and Kourtney, it's a bit more of a fair fight. But like with Khloe. She has.
I'm a fighter.
It will go from like fun, like I shove you, you shove me, to like she's punching you and calling you.
She's gone through the wall.
When have we ever just played for fun? Like
it's called like play wrestle.
There's always a camera
with your siblings.
On us.
Yeah.
So like, when have we ever like played for fun?
Sometimes.
It's called like playful wrestling. Sometimes you just.
I've yet to see a video where
sometimes
we're
you-
having fun.
Sometimes you smack the other. That's because they never want to air it. But sometimes you like smack your sister.
Like
on
you
the
two
side.
did. Are
That-
we really going to talk about getting into fights?
That wasn't a fight.
You wrestled makeup
What are you?
off
Are
her
you trying to
face.
say like, oh, that wasn't a fight because?
No, I kicked her ass.
Okay.
It wasn't a fight.
We're moving on
Okay.
to the next segment.
So to me,
It's
not watermelon.
It's so not watermelon.
It's watermelon to me.
Of
No.
course it is. Who's
The
Smartest.
me.
Me. Segment 3. Who's the smartest? This is when we're given 3 random words we don't know and we try to guess what they mean. Whoever guesses the closest is the smartest. We'll see how this goes.
We will.
Yep.
Even though I know.
First word, galanthropy. Gal.
I actually,
Were you about
Let
to
her
tell me to
spell
spell
it. No,
I didn't ask you
absolutely
to.
not.
It sounded like you were about to
No,
form words
no.
to tell me to spell it.
Kourtney.
Galeanthropy.
I'm actually so glad that you brought up this topic because
Um,
it's actually one, if not the best word that I learned.
What the hell are you saying?
Are you going anywhere with this, Khloe?
I'm trying to be political, where somebody brings up something and you don't know and you act like you do.
Okay.
I'm so glad you brought up that
Well,
topic,
none of us
Kourtney.
know. This is what the segment's about. We don't know what it is.
I do know what it is.
Go ahead.
And
What
Fake
does
it until you
mean?
make it, you stupid bitches.
What does it mean then, Khloe?
You're not faking it
Okay.
well enough.
Let's break down the word. Guthrat, après.
Yeah,
So,
that's like
Guthrat,
that's a
everybody
character
knows.
from Street Fighter.
Guthrat, everybody.
It's galanthropy.
Guthrat, everybody knows that has to deal with plants.
Oh, don't take the easy
Yes,
way
I am
out,
on this
Khloe.
horse,
Okay.
and I will not get off of it. And if me using that analogy and I learn that this has something to do with horses, I will be so pissed off. But
It's
I think
so
it has
funny
something
that you.
to do. What?
It's funny that you said horses because I really do think it has something to do with horses.
Like galloping.
Yeah.
Wow.
But not galloping specifically, but I think it has to do with like the study of horses.
Wow. So that's what you think?
Yeah.
Well, I get half a point.
No.
If that's what it is.
No, you're saying yours is about plants.
Absolutely. If I said the word horse,
You know,
Gotta
you were
be.
using that as
I
a
think it
funny
has to do with
example.
horses eating what they eat, and I think they
No.
eat plants. And Gathambri
You are
has to do
talking-
with how
Don't
horses
steal my
digest
point,
plants.
Khloe.
You didn't steal my point. You said that's funny that I brought it up because I was gonna bring it up. Cal.
Yeah, it's called
So-
iron.
Kourtney, what do you think?
It might be the study of some kind of music.
That's possible. I can say that. I need you all to pull out your keys and play me your Gathambri.
Pull out your keys.
Pull out your keys, your keyboard. Pull out your keys, open the box, get out your keyboard.
That's so many steps.
What's your point?
Why not
Set it
place
up,
your
put
hands
the
on the
legs
keys?
on, get yourself a stool, sit down and play some sweet music with your Gathantropy. While the horse, shut the up, while the horse eats and digests the plants. So everybody gets the point in my
No.
opinion, Cal.
Yours has nothing
Well,
to
let's
do with
find
horses.
out that it has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
Okay. It means a mental condition of thinking that one has become a cat.
Like I
What?
said, I'm
No,
so glad
Khloe.
you brought up this topic. First of all, I love so this.
Okay,
is-
hang on, I'm not done.
please.
Yeah,
Okay.
please continue.
So thinking one has become a cat, which is usually manifested in the adoption of feline mannerisms and habits.
So this is something that Michelle Sim Pfeiffer used when she did Batman.
She became
Returns.
a galanthrope.
Yeah, she studied galanthropy.
Galanthropy.
Well, she did it the best, I'll tell you that. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad you brought up this topic because that is another form.
We get no points.
It's another form of a plant.
See, like this where you're talking about.
If I had said
I was
cats,
talking about
the study of
galanthropy,
cats,
not
I would
that.
have been close. If I had said study of cats, I would have gotten a half point. But I said horses because Khloe influenced me
if I had said
to
I'm not.
say horses. I really wanted to say cats.
This kind of has to do with music a little bit, too.
No.
No,
Not
it
even
doesn't.
close.
The soothing sounds of a gasantropy.
Yeah,
Let's
because
move on. I'm so over it, but I'm
they-
glad you brought it up.
they meow.
Is it galanthropy or galanthrope?
Gasantropy.
Doesn't matter.
Move on.
Either
We
way,
learn
it's
something
about
new every
pussy.
day.
Okay, next word.
Yes, it is.
Next word, nulliparous.
What?
Nulliparous.
No little Paris.
It's spelled Nulliparous.
Nulliparous. What? Nulliparous.
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 With an
Okay.
N.
I actually think I know what it
Nulliparous.
means.
I think this has to do with something to do with like farming, like something that you would use to like help milk cows or something.
You use a nulliparous.
Listen, after the last word
Because
being
it sounds like
about-
nipples in it.
about being cats and stuff, like let's like go
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But if this has anything to do with plants, I swear to God,
I think it has to do with like you have a personality where it's like void, null. It doesn't mean anything. Like you have an attitude where it's like this thing doesn't matter.
it's nulliparous
Okay.
to me.
It's like non-existent to me.
so like
This thing is nulliparous.
like yay is nulliparous.
No, the opposite.
Oh,
Like the opposite.
the
of that.
opposite of that, right?
The ant of that.
Yes. Kourtney,
I kind of have to think on this one.
I did. And I
You-
came up with mine.
Seemed like you thought for like 0.2 seconds.
Well, that's because I knew what it was.
Oh.
You see, it wasn't nothing to me.
It was a
null.
nulliparous, which
Mhm.
is the definition.
Kourtney,
I don't know. I think it's maybe something outrageous.
So like
Like that's so
He-
nulliparous.
he was acting
That's nulliparous that he did that bike stunt.
Yeah.
Something like that.
so something like.
Something
crazy.
Oh, okay. So you think it's nothing. You think it's something like talking about like describing an act of something being
like
kind of
really,
crazy.
really
And
wild.
I think it
Yeah.
has to do with farming and milking.
Nulliparous is a fancy medical word used to describe a woman who hasn't given birth to a child.
Okay, so if anybody gets the point, it's probably me.
None of us got a point.
Yeah, it just means you've never given birth. That's
We are
all.
so off.
Okay, well, that's another word for something, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know when you would use that word.
Wow.
Learn something new every day.
Third and final word, beldam. Beldam.
It's what they were saying to Belle in Beauty and the Beast. They're like, Belle, damn.
I wasn't thinking about
Why are you
that
out there with that
particular
beast?
Sim Disney movie. I was thinking about Notre Dame.
This is one word and it's only Beldam.
I think it has something to do with.
I know the other word for that, like bedlam.
I think it has to do with an actual bell.
Really?
Okay.
Mhm. I think you know how a bell, like like you have the bell, you have the cover, you have the thing that goes in between the column or whatever that does it. I think the beldam is something
The
that can.
is that the pendulum?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pendulum. The thing that connects it to the bell in the bell is that
Is what?
the bellundrium.
The beldam.
I like how
Yeah.
you made the word more confusing than what it is.
Well, these are confusing times, Kim.
I think it's the shape of a bell. Just to be fing safe.
Safe from what?
Because shapes of umbrellas, an umbrella form.
So we both think it has something to do with bells.
I think it's the form or shape of a bell.
Okay. So you're getting into geometry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's a belt of some kind.
A belt.
Yeah, that holds weapons or it could like hold tools, like a tool belt.
Why wouldn't they just call it a tool belt?
Tool belt.
Grab your beldam
Give me that beldam.
and let's get to work.
There's a lot of words that can be
Bob
are.
the beldam.
no.
He wears a
The
beldam.
bell swinging back and forth.
What?
What
All
I was
right, let's
talking
see how
about.
wrong we are.
Wow. Wow. All the confidence in the world.
An old woman. is the definition.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to our
thanks
podcast.
for listening to the podcast.
That's not it.
No, it is.
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm done. I'm so done.
It's a malicious and ugly woman.
Okay.
A witch.
What?
Wow.
It's
Okay.
I'm
another word
so
for a
done.
witch. We're done.
I'm so done.
Courtney, thank you so much for looking up those words. I will never use them.
I will never use unless I'm like really upset. Just and this is just an
No.
example. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. This is just an example. But if I were to use it in a sentence, just an example. Once again, lawyers.
Oh my
Taylor,
God.
you're such a beldam.
Wow.
Like that's just an example.
Sure. I'm sure it is. All right.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Sorry for this last segment and what it was.
It was
Yeah.
very weird.
Go to simgmproductions.com/podcast. Give us your questions.
And let us know, like on Twitter or something, SimGM Pro, if you knew those words and don't fucking lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever called anybody a beldam?
Or have you used any of the words that we've discovered on this podcast in your everyday life?
A
I
shout
sure
out,
as hell
Yeah.
don't.
a shout out to all the beldams out there.
Yeah. You need love too. Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you, everybody. And this was a very, very interesting podcast.
Yeah.